Hi, Patric Chan here, and I hope that you're doing great there. As you can see, I have like a pink background here with butterfly and flower, and one hand it's not free is because I'm doing a selfie video, so to speak, and with the pink wall and the butterfly and flower, I'm actually recording this in my daughter's room. So you may hear she crashing into the room at any time. I can't record too long because she wants to use her room very soon. And the reason why I actually come here to do it, because I was kind of boring to always shoot it in my working room, so to speak. So let's find somewhere new for a change. And speaking of new, I've just revamped my website, and to be frank, I'm quite excited about that, simply because that I realized that I was able to do it by myself. So I'm not really a pro when it comes to website design and so on, or even WordPress, but I did it. So I was thinking this, that I finished the website, and I realized that it had been years since I do blogging, where you have content, you record video, and then you share on your website and so on. I haven't been doing that for like years. So you know what, with the website is all up and so on, I just thought, hey, I think it's time for me to get started with blogging. And I just created the latest piece of content. It's actually a video, and I think it's pretty awesome. I think you be the judge after watching it, and it's now available on the new website, alright, on the blog to be more precise. So I'm going to change this video, this so-called short introduction video to the content right after this. And if you like the content, feel free to leave a comment, leave your feedback, so that I know that it's good to start all over the whole blogging process for my subscribers and for my customers, right? So if there are feedbacks from you, then I know, hey, it's time to produce like another good piece of content for you. All right, so go ahead and enjoy that and leave your feedback after watching the training. Hi, Patric Chan here, coming to you from my iPhone. Yes, I'm actually doing this video, this casual candid video training from my little iPhone with a stand there, recording this. Anyway, today's topic of what I want to share with you is called digital nomad. You may have heard of this term or this phrase called digital nomad. It seems like the buzzword of today's economy. So what is digital nomad? Now, if you were to go to like Google and search, hey, what is digital nomad and so on, there are going to be so much information that you can read, you can learn and so on. But in short, it's basically allowing you to work where you're able to travel, maybe travel around the world. In other words, you're not restricted to one location in the sense that you're not restricted to, say, working at home or in your office cubicle and so on. So when it comes to the concept of digital nomad, someone could be an employee working for an office but working outside of the office, or you could be on your own and be a digital nomad. I'm not here to express or to share with you how to become a digital nomad per se, because this training is not about how you can travel around the world. It's not about how to get a good price with Airbnb, how to save costs if you're traveling, what is the best way to negotiate for accommodation, what are the things you need, the internet, computers. It's not about the diet you should eat, it's not about time management and so on. But this is more focused on internet marketing from a different point of view. So now, let's go back to digital nomad. In my world of digital nomad, the way how I look at it, it's a little bit different, but it's not about traveling around the world or so-called having holidays and vacations in that sense. The way how I look at it is that you being able to work remotely, or in another word, to be more specific, it's all about you being free. So for me, when it comes to the internet marketing or owning a business, or the whole purpose of doing internet marketing or trying to make money online, having an online business, it's all about to have freedom. And if that's not the whole reason, then this training may not be 100% suitable for you, because my concept is that you are able to have the freedom to enjoy your life while there's income coming in. Now, when we touch on income coming in, so the first key thing, if you ever want to be a digital nomad, whether you want to travel around the world or you want to be remote and free, you have to be able to make money. That's like the number one key ingredient for that, okay? And in order for you to achieve this kind of lifestyle, the way how you make money, it has to be something online or using the internet and computer. You cannot be restricted to, say, opening a cafe and you're going to be away, and who's going to look after the cafe and so on. It doesn't make sense, right? It has to be something online by using the internet. So your business is all inside your laptop. All your work, it could be all inside your Mac, your laptop, your those kind of device that is remote, portable, and so on, not a desktop, okay? So how can you achieve this? There are 3 ways for you to be free. The first one, to be a digital nomad. Again, regardless of whether you want to travel around the world and so on, or you want to be like me, being free, where I don't work at one place. I go places to places, anywhere that I like, at any time that I like. So the first thing is that you could pick up a freelance job. There are a lot of freelance opportunity on the internet today. So if you have certain skills, like you can design, you can code, you can do all kinds of stuff, even writing, then there are always freelance jobs for you to pick on. Now, I do not oppose getting a job, because if you get a job, then you're kind of stuck because you have a so-called a real boss, someone to boss you around, to manage your time and so on. You want to be on your own so that you can manage your own time, because you want to be flexible, right? So let's talk about freelance. How do you actually get started with that? The way how you do it is that you never want to get yourself so-called tied down to something. So what do I mean by that? So instead of you creating websites and to sell your freelancing services and so on, the way how you do it is to tie up, not tied up means like you get tied down, but to tie up to partner with websites that have the traffic for you. So for instance, right, if you are able to do designs, then you can be a freelancer and have your job scope or your gig, they call it, in freelancer.com or even odesk.com and so on. There are a lot of freelance websites available today where you can post yourself there, where there's already an existing marketplace and potential customers for you. So in other words, instead of you trying to create your own website and so on, you don't have to do that. You just need to have your own profile in these freelance websites, and they already have the traffic there. What do I mean by traffic? In the sense that there's a marketplace where there will be other entrepreneurs or business owners who are looking for someone to help them with certain tasks. Then they'll go to these websites and look for you and other freelancers. If you couldn't get a job from there, and by the way, when I use the word job, I'm referring to a gig, but not like a job, okay? You can try fiverr.com, you can call it fiverr.com, depends on how you pronounce that. fiverr.com. Now, that one, it's very common, very easy for you to get a job. Again, when I use the word job, I'm not talking to a job, but a gig for you to start making money. So if you go to fiverr.com, you could say, I will do transcript for you and start getting gigs, and people will pay you for your service. You could design something, you could build web page, you could do data entry, anything that you can think of, right? You can translate from English to Chinese, Chinese to English, English to Portugal, Spanish to English, and so on. And there will be such demand in fiverr.com. You can also, if you can write, you can even tap on a website called medium.com, where there are people who look for writers there. Now with medium.com, it's a bit different. They're looking for quality writers. Means that you can write. You could be a journalist, you could be a writer, and so on. So you can use sites like medium.com. But the key point here is that you're not trying to create a website and market yourself and trying to learn all this kind of stuff, because then you're not going to be a digital nomad. You're going to end up finding customers and doing marketing and all this kind of process, right? So here's an extra tip if you want to go about this, for you to spend less time, and you should have to do some work, but you spend so much little time to make so much more money from freelancing. So the trick is that do not go into work that require a lot of your time. What do I mean by that? So if let's say you take up a gig like, say, write a book for someone, right? That's going to take a lot of time because you have to write the book. So the way how you can do this to do it fast is to leverage on software tools. So here's the trick, right? So there are a lot of software tools out in the market, especially video creation tools. So what you can do is that you can do, say, post your services. Like, for instance, you say, I will do animation for your video intro. Like, this video here, let's say I want to send it to someone and say I want to have fancy stuff, things coming in and all those kind of cool things, right? Animations. I could hire someone to do that because I wouldn't have the time to actually do that. Now here's the thing, you do not need to be a video expert. There are a lot of software, a lot of tools out there that you can purchase for like a one-time fee and do all this cool stuff. And graphics, that there are software that can change graphics, turn graphics into a video. So have you seen this tool where it is called a live photo? Means this, the picture, let's say it's a picture, like for instance, there's like this background here. Imagine a certain part of the background is moving, right? So let's say, the picture, there's a river, and the river it's actually moving. That is what we call a live video. Now, the true fact is that it can just take you like 10 minutes to do that. And you don't even need to be a video pro because there are software out there that can allow you to do such things. So the trick here is that you offer premier services that perceive to be complicated. Like, they wouldn't know how to do that, right? But you're using software to actually do that task rather than you spending your manual time to actually do it, okay? So that's the trick for you to go around that. The second option that you can go for if you want to be a digital nomad is none other than to earn royalty. Now, earning royalty is different than trying to create a product and market it itself, right? So creating, or should I say generating royalty means that you get paid passively. So how does this royalty comes in? So the most common one is none other than producing content where you can get paid royalty fees for those, right? So if you look at text, means you can produce ebooks, content that is based on text, then the most common place for you to hit for royalty is none other than Amazon Marketplace, the Amazon books and the Amazon Kindle books. Now, just try to understand this concept here. You create a book, whether you write it or you hire someone to do that and so on, and then you quote-unquote partner with Amazon. Now, I don't want you to think of yourself being, say, an author and so on, but try to think as a partner with Amazon. So Amazon becomes your marketing arm, and you become the content producer. So the whole concept is to leverage on giants that they already have the traffic for you. So you don't have to go out there to do the marketing, because doing the marketing is probably the most challenging process of all if you're just new and try to learn everything. Of course, if you know how to do that, that's a whole different story. I'm trying to teach you how to get started like really fast, right? So let's say if you have books, then you can put inside Kindle Marketplace or Amazon Book Marketplace. Now let me lean into you a trick or a secret, so to speak. Amazon Kindle will probably be a better bet for you to make royalty. It's because Amazon gets more sales for their ebooks market, the division, which is the Kindle, than their physical books. And doing a Kindle book is relatively easier in the sense that you could be after books and have a series on a particular topic that you're trying to dominate. So let's say you're not into the non-fiction market, but you're into the fiction market. Let's say it's parenting books. I'm just making this up. It doesn't have to be parenting. So if it's parenting, you could have series 1 on how to achieve this, series 2 how to achieve this, and so on. So every month you're just producing one new series. And at the end of the year, well, guess what? You have 12 books. And 12 of these books, not all of them will be successful, but some of them will be more successful than the rest. So it's generating royalty for you. And if this one is successful, this one will be helping to promote this one, which is not that successful because they are one series. So someone who buys a book may end up buying the other 11 books. Understand that concept? So you can produce that and go with that process if you want to. Again, the whole concept is that to let Amazon do the marketing and so-called find the buyers for you, all right? And of course, if you're with Amazon, there's an option where you can earn royalty from their, what's that word called, KDP pool. They have this Kindle pool where where if their customers are borrowing your book, they call the concept borrowing. It's like a library, and you get paid royalty for that as well. That is on the text version, as in like ebooks. The other version is videos. Okay. Now, if you want to go with videos, then you can look for a website like udemy.com. Have your course inside Udemy, because Udemy have millions of visitors every month, and it has its own marketplace again. Now, there are other websites like Udemy. I think it's called, I can't remember that off my head. Is it off my mind? What do you call that? Anyway, this is a candid video. There's no script whatsoever. I just record and just roll with that, right? I mean, I really couldn't think of other names right now. It's just really bad. Not getting prepared this week. Anyway, you can just Google like Udemy alternative or something like that, and you'll be able to find other websites that allow you to upload your courses to their portal. And they already have their existing customers, subscribers, and so on, and you're riding on that as well. Now, when it comes to video, Udemy is the so-called the one that is famous and at the top of its game. Like I said, there are other websites, but if you're a bit more, say, creative or so-called hardworking, or you know some marketing, you have some marketing skill, then you can even consider to use like clickbank.com. Have your course available inside Clickbank, build up your website, and have it available in their marketplace so that other affiliates, Clickbank affiliates, may found your product, and who knows, they may be promoting the product as well. But that's a whole different game, because then you need to create your own website, do your product fulfillment and everything else. Well, I just share with you this model of making royalty income. It's not to be focused on creating everything, but focus on creating the content to earn royalty for that. And by partnering with all the giants like Amazon, Udemy, and so on, that's kind of take care of your marketing. Of course, in the first few rounds, you have to promote aggressively so that you create the momentum, and they kind of see that there's opportunity to make money from promoting your books or your content. Then they'll become a better strategy partner for you. Now, if you are someone a bit more adventurous, or you have coding background, then the other way how you make money from royalty is none other than partnering with Apple. To be more precise, for the iOS market, by creating, developing your own mobile apps. And this can also be created and put into the Android marketplace, which is none other than the Play Store for all the Android users. So these are all royalty, because if your app is doing well, the marketplace, as in like the App Store, they are promoting your apps, right? So you're making income by royalty in that sense. So you don't really need to be really good at marketing and so on. And then option 3, okay? Option 3, if you want to be a digital nomad, is to become affiliate marketer. Why I choose affiliate marketer instead of being a product creator? Because you want to be a digital nomad, you want to have minimal workload. And you can just focus on just the key aspect. So like the first option is where you're focusing on a specific niche market and on a specific skill set, right? The second option is where you focus on specific knowledge, which is producing the content. And the third aspect is to focus on a specific niche market by choosing a specific platform for you to start affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is basically referral marketing, where you earn commissions when you're promoting another company's products or another marketer's products. Now, the coolest part of this industry, of this model, is that it takes away all of the customer service, product fulfillment, product creation, creating the marketing process, the sales funnel, and everything else. That is taken care by the merchants or by the product creators. Your focus is just, hey, check this out, this is a good product, and you send the prospects, traffic, whatever you call them, to the affiliate program's website, and let the affiliate program website do the conversion for you. So this way you can live the digital nomad lifestyle, right? So there are basically three options that you can go for if you want to start affiliate marketing in the simplest form possible. The first one is to become a blogger. Yes, blogging still works. It may not be like the what's the word called, the coolest topic in internet marketing today, but I can tell you that blogging still works. It's just that it's a different approach now. It's not like the journal type of blogging, but blogging where you continue to produce content, but your website looks a bit different. It could be, an authority website. So you can do that kind of blogging where there are ongoing content being published, and this content may not even be from you. This content could be curated from someone else. Like for instance, a lot of today's big websites, like for instance, a classic example would be Forbes. If you realize that Forbes website, all of the content, not all, most of the content are no longer from the in-house writers. It's actually curated from someone else, or it could be just from a guest speaker, right? Or should I say guest writer, not a speaker. My bad, stand corrected in that sense. So now, going back to here, you see, if you were to use that model, you will attract followers to you because you are an authority, you become famous in that particular niche market. And let's say you are tackling, say, diet, right? I'm just making this up. So you have a specific diet approach and you have your followers in that sense. And they'll be interested to know what is the latest thing happening in this particular niche market. The other type of blogging is more personal, where you are more like an authoritative person and they like to hear your opinion. What is the things that's happening, your latest tips, your latest advice, and so on. And you could be monetizing your blog through affiliate program. So in your blog post, you could be promoting products. You can promote that directly or indirectly, like a review, like sharing content, and say, hey, if you want to check out more of this topic, you can check out this product. Or you can even have banners on your blog. There's so many ways of how you can use that. The other way of how you become a good affiliate marketer and also a digital nomad is to become a YouTuber. So now the whole concept here, if you realize by now what I've just shared with you, it doesn't require you to build your own websites in this perspective, right? I mean, you could become a blogger without having your own website by using Tumblr.com if you want. You can use Blogger if you want, but Tumblr would be the one I'll recommend because it's one of the hottest social media platform today. Then the other one, what did I say? To be a YouTuber, obviously you use YouTube, right? YouTuber is like YouTube. You don't need to create your own websites. You just have a YouTube channel and you can subscribe and you have followers. Now from your YouTube channel, you could be promoting products as an affiliate, or you could have ads in your YouTube videos where you're sharing content and you make money from the ads. Now if you think again, generating money from ads is actually another form of affiliate marketing. The difference is that you get paid in a different way. You could be getting paid for getting the ads being clicked. If they find the ads are suitable, they click on it, you make money. So don't you think that is a form of affiliate marketing? Right, and this is a very relaxed way of how you do affiliate marketing. The third option is that you can also create a newsletter, and you don't need something fancy. If you want to put out a web page, there are other page builder out there that is free. If you're not someone fancy, if you don't want to get a domain name, that's okay. But of course, I highly recommend that you get your own domain name and host your web page by yourself. But create a page and have this page where you're going to share a newsletter. Now, when you have a newsletter, in other words, you're building what we call a mailing list. Now, with that, you have people subscribe, and maybe you send out a newsletter twice a week. And in each of your newsletter, you could be promoting a product, recommending a product, giving resources and so on. And all of this could have affiliate links that helps you to generate affiliate commissions. Now, at the same time, if you're new to affiliate marketing, I did a web class previously. And if you want to get access to this web class for 100% free, there should be a link in this video or on wherever you're watching this video, on my website or or some blog that I put up, there should be a link there. You can click that. You can register for the web class. I did that for my customers and subscribers for 100% free. It's just of how I add value to my subscribers and my customers and my followers. Just like how I'm doing this video, just to add more value to my subscribers and customers in that sense, right? I mean, if you want to know more about affiliate marketing, how it actually works, the exact way of how I do affiliate marketing, you can check that out and register for the next upcoming. So that's like a separate thing because this is on digital nomad. This is not about affiliate marketing in that sense. So going back as a wrap up, right? So as you can see here, right? If you want to be a digital nomad, there are two ways. One is that you become more like a freelancer, where you are actually, in essence, you're actually having jobs where you are somehow trading time for money. The other way is more to become as an entrepreneur, where you're building a business so that you can have, more time. So the business actually generate income for you. So you have to balance out which one that you want to pursue. Of course, the second option is a bit harder, but in the long run, that is what gives you the so-called passive income that you're looking for. And lastly, that I think that as much as I think digital nomad is a great concept, and it allows some people to have their dream comes true so that they can have vacations, holidays, and so on while they're working. In my humble opinion, when I go for my vacation or holidays, preferably I do not want to work. Preferably I don't want to open up my laptop and do work, right? So my whole point is this. I'm just wrapping this up, inviting you to consider another perspective of digital nomad is that why not focus on building your business with internet marketing or e-commerce or anything, or affiliate marketing? Build your business and then you go for your vacation or holiday for 100% free, because you don't have to work. Free as in like free of time, free of thinking and so on, and just enjoy your holiday, right? I would be someone who likes to separate that completely, because I think it's very achievable. Rather than you so-called multitasking, going to work and at the same time trying to enjoy the vacation, how about speed that up, do the work here, get it all done, and you can still have free time here, right? And once you have the business, then the business generates income for you, whether you have a windfall profits so that you have a lump sum of money to go for your vacations, or it generates some income for you every single month consistently, so that you know, hey, if I go for vacations, it's totally okay because money is still coming in end of the month. All right, so this is Patrick here. I hope you learned some valuable information in this training, and please feel free to share your feedbacks, comments, share, like, and so on there, because I do read every single comments there. And I look forward to hear that, all right? With that said, this is Patrick here, signing off. See you then.